At the beginning of the movie, we learn that back in the 50s, mankind learned about the existence of superhumans with abilities unavailable to ordinary individuals. They began to be attracted for various dangerous works, which did not harm superhumans. In particular, they were engaged in the construction of Liberty City. However, over time, most of the nasty jobs were automated. After automation reached incredible proportions, the need for superhumans as a workforce dried up. They become outcasts and can't even get normal jobs. It's a difficult time for superhumans. At the same moment, a banned substance called psi becomes widespread on the streets. The Cortel Trust has created an incredible product using the spinal cord of superhumans as the main component. The government decides to take measures to protect the population. Now all superhumans are being registered, and order on the streets is restored by new robot policemen. The action moves to one of the apartments. The protagonist wakes up his mother, Mary Reed, and offers to make her coffee before work. Connor makes a woman breakfast while she notices stains on her arm. Mary is very ill, but the man has no money to even pay off his debts. Over breakfast, the woman wishes Connor good luck on his upcoming job interview. The man manages to get into the workplace, after which he goes to Joe's construction site. The man allows Connor to work with the others, but promises to give only half pay for tardiness. Almost all the workers, counting the hero, electrokineticists with superpowers. Soon the police arrive at the construction site, having received a signal about the illegal use of power. Now, superhumans must get special authorization to use what has been given to them from birth. Among the workers, the policemen see a superhuman with a warrant already on him. The man tries to escape, but is destroyed by the robot cops. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, police officers break into the apartment of Marcus Sutcliffe, who has ties to the trust. Inside, Detective Park discovers many superhumans being used to create psi. Meanwhile, the hero stops by to pick up Mary at work. The woman is a cryokineticist, and due to her illness, she accidentally freezes food. The next day, Connor and his partners are sitting around waiting for Joe. The guys are approached by a van with Marcus's men, who offers the electricians a job. Despite the risk, the hero accepts the job to help his mother. Garrett offers $200 for the work and pays in advance. The guys' team also includes a mute man named Freddie and Maddie, a pyrokinetic. Toward evening, Garrett pulls up to a strange place. The guy asks Connor to demonstrate his gift by turning off the strong electricity on the fence. When the hero does brilliantly, Garrett realizes that he is stronger than he originally said. Maddie melts the chain and the team goes inside. Together they drag strange barrels into the van. When a guard appears, Freddie uses telekinesis to take away his walkie-talkie. However, the police still receive information about the red van. Garrett skillfully evades the patrolling helicopters and then stops the vehicle. The team peels the red spray paint off the van to hide from the police. Garrett then arrives at Marcus's underground club. The man talks to a representative of the trust, who threatens him with death if he fails to repay a debt. Marcus, a telepath, gets to know the hero. Having studied him with the help of telepathic abilities, the man sends Naya to show Connor the club. Despite the girl's suggestions to have a drink or go for a walk, the hero decides to sit still and wait for Garrett. The guy, meanwhile, tells Marcus that Connor's powers are even greater than he himself can imagine. Later, Garrett takes the hero to the place where they met. Connor receives not $200 but $300 and also learns about a new case that can be pulled off tomorrow. Garrett promises that the reward for him will be even higher. At home, the hero lies to Mary that he earned the money working at a construction site. Connor is still going to participate in the robbery again. Detective Park, meanwhile, arrives at the scene of the previous robbery. The man realizes that only a small number of electricians could de-energize such a fence, and offers to check them against the database. In the morning, the hero again gets into the car with Garrett, ignoring Joe's offers to work. Connor arrives at the cafe, where the guy asks why he took the job again. The hero tells that his mother is very sick. Garrett brings Connor outside and asks him to disable the alarm on someone else's car. The guy mentions that in 3 days there should be a big bank robbery, for which $25,000 will be paid. However, Connor is not yet ready for such a case, and therefore must undergo thorough training. The hero collects together with Garrett debts, and also learns to control many light bulbs at the same time. The guy tells that ordinary people have always hated those who have power, and automation has become only an excuse for their exile. Garrett establishes that the hero is not a second-class electrician, but a fifth-class one, which is considered very high. Back home, Connor hides the money he earned and lies to his mother that he got a call back after the interview. The hero sees that Mary is getting worse, but hopes that he will have time to help her. The next day, along with Garrett, Connor goes to the bank to study its security system. Meanwhile, Detective Park guesses that the hero may be involved in a recent robbery. Garrett's team, meanwhile, begins a raid on a new bank. Connor cuts the power everywhere and gets into the vault. Garrett can't believe his eyes, because the money is much less than he expected. The guy orders Connor to put everything into bags, and he himself interrogates the bank employee. The woman tells him that a large sum of money was taken out of the vault before the weekend. Furious, Garrett collects the rest of the money and with the team goes out the back door. However, a helicopter is already waiting for them there, having received a signal about the robbery. At the cost of great effort, Connor disables it without contact, from which the helicopter falls to the ground. Garrett brings a bag of money to Marcus. The man is angry, as the amount is clearly not enough to pay off his debt. Standing aside, Connor notices a shaven-headed girl with a gun in her hand walking towards Marcus, and it is a mercenary of the Trust. The man's bodyguard, Reno, with impenetrable skin, destroys the enemy. The hero decides to talk to Nia, who almost comes under fire. The girl thanks Connor for his attentiveness and heals his wound. Nia tells him that Marcus keeps her close to him to avoid unpleasant side effects from Psy. The girl thus pays off her debt. Connor returns home and sees that his mother has found the hidden money. The hero shouts that this is the only way to save Mary, albeit dangerous. The woman becomes ill. She freezes the glass and passes out. Connor immediately takes his mother to the hospital. The doctor says that the disease is too advanced. To save Mary, she must be operated on immediately. However, the operation costs more than Connor would have thought. On the street, the hero is stopped by Detective Park and his partner. They take Connor to the department and interrogate him about the recent robberies. Park promises that he will help the hero with money for the operation if he confesses, and gives up Marcus and his accomplices. However, the partner spoils the whole case. Davis suggests simply framing the hero to get the data. Park believes that this line should not be crossed, and lets Connor go. The hero sees Garrett and asks him to take him to Marcus. Connor offers to steal the confiscated Psy, which can be sold for $10 million. In return for the robberies, the hero demands that Marcus give him Nia. The man realizes that Connor needs the girl to save his mother. Marcus agrees to this demand and also undertakes to make Garrett his partner. Together they come up with a plan to seize a large amount of confiscated Psy. The main bets are placed on the hero, who promises not to fail. Connor quarrels with Nia, who believes that no one sees her as human. The day of the robbery is coming. The van with the Psy preparation pulls out of its storage facility. 2 helicopters guard it along the way. With a few maneuvers, Garrett drives the van into a trap where it is de-energized by Connor. Maddie takes the suitcases with Psy and gives them to Reno. However, at this point, Marcus's men betray Garrett. Maddie loses her life and Freddy is badly wounded. Reno manages to escape before a helicopter arrives at the scene of the attack. Garrett, along with the wounded Freddy and the hero, also leaves the danger zone. However, they do not manage to save their friend. Connor yells at Garrett, believing that it was his excessive claims of partnership that caused Marcus to screw them over. The hero angrily slams the door and leaves for the hospital. Talking to his mother, Connor cries, but promises that he will definitely save her. Mary asks the hero not to make decisions that go against his soul. The woman asks that Connor let her go. However, the hero does not intend to lower his hands. With the help of his acquaintance, he passes the note to Detective Park. The man comes to the diner to talk to Connor. Park believes that after Psy's kidnapping, the hero can't expect any help. However, Connor says that he is ready to be punished, but first he must save his mom. The hero offers to give the police the whereabouts of Marcus. The detective agrees to this and organizes an operation to capture the criminal. Most of the police do not believe that Marcus is in an unremarkable building, but still agree to his capture. Numerous squads take weapons and prepare for battle with the criminals. Meanwhile, an unsuspecting Marcus is playing pool in his lair. The man feels sick and demands that Nia help him. The girl only remains silent, and Marcus holds a gun to her head. At the same moment, the lights go out in the building, and robotic policemen appear through the doors. Reno tries to get his boss and Nia out the back door. However, an armed Garrett is waiting for them near the car. The guy wounds Marcus and confronts Reno. Together with Connor, he manages to neutralize the enemy. The character then switches to her main target. Afterward, Nia says that as a healer, she is transferring all trauma onto herself. In trying to save Mary, she will likely lose her life. Garrett advises the hero to take what he came for. Connor threatens Nia with a gun and takes her to the hospital. The crying girl begins to heal Mary while experiencing unbearable agony. At the last moment, Connor decides to abandon his idea to save his mother. Mary briefly regains consciousness, after which she falls asleep forever. Connor gives Nia his car so she can visit her father. Soon, Garrett takes Marcus's place at the trust. The hero visits Mary's grave, after which he goes on the run. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this movie, and see you in new videos.